Rules of Luton. This is Space 1999 Season 2. Not a big fan of this particular episode. Every show has one of these kinds of episodes where you have the Gorn, basically, your hero or heroes meeting some villains on some neutral ground planet. It's happened in Blake 7. Obviously, the Gorn episode is kind of your best example of this. This one's a bit of a weak example. So Maya and Koenig land on this planet, and there's no animals. They've all been killed by the vegetation. So like literally the trees have fought back, the plants and everything. And they pick some berries, and all of a sudden this voice comes and says, "Oh, you guys must fight." Like, how are these people controlling this? Like, if they're plant people, like it was never very clear. Let's talk about let's use the space method for the storyline. I'm going to give it a 0.5. I like this concept. I always thought it was a neat concept, but like this was not executed well at all. Like, how are these guys controlling them to do stuff? You've got these three other villains. Why are those three villains together? Like, wouldn't it just be everyone fights for themselves? Like, why are the two of them together? I guess they landed together. Fine. Did these three guys, I guess all three of them landed together. They don't look like the same species. They're completely different. Is this some sort of international, like, or intergalactic, like, space crew of these three villains or something? Or maybe they're escaped prisoners. I don't know. Anyway, the pacing is a 0.5. It's really slow. The show is slow anyways, but I like the slow parts of season 1. This was like crazy slow. Like, come on. There's a lot of just walking around and holding logs, and like, you know, like, what are they going to do with these logs? I don't understand. Like, you can't swing them. Like, you'd think they try to get something like a bat or, you know, some kind of, you know, like a club that you could swing better. Like, they've got these enormous logs. And then Maya, she can turn into things, but they never really developed her powers properly. Like, if she turns into a lion, is she as strong as a lion? Like, just turn into a dinosaur or something, right? I don't remember. Maybe she can't do that. Okay, so turn into an ape. Like, turn into an ape and beat the crap out of those guys. Like, it's weird, right? So, and they've got to fight to their death. And of course, Koenig doesn't want to, you know, kill the person, which he is correct. Like, so yeah, pacing and story were not very good on this one. The artistry, I'll give it a 1 point. It's mostly just in the forest, so it looked okay. Like, you know, nothing, you know, the masks on like the aliens looked all right, standard, probably equal to Star Trek. Sometimes this show, like in the scenery and the effects, looks better than Star Trek. A lot of times it does. For the costumes, it was equal. Like, they're both okay. The characters, now I'm going to give this a 1.5, so a little bit more. There is some dialogue between Maya and Koenig where you really develop their characters a bit more. He was married before, and there's some wars in 1980s. In the 80s, there were some wars. He lost his wife, went on with his life, so we learned something about the character. I liked that. Maya talked about her home world and what it was like, and her father and all this stuff. That was all very good. And that was probably the best thing, is just learning about their characters. For the enjoyment factor, I'll give it like a 0.5. Like, it was okay, except for those character moments where almost you could just like watch the first 5 minutes and then chapter, watch that character moment, chapter, and then that's it. It's the end. So I'll give it a 4 out of 10. So that's definitely a below average score. This should have been way better. I just felt like they're walking around with these logs, these branches or whatever, and you're like, what the heck? Like, do something. If you go back, you don't want to compare shows, but if you go back to Star Trek and you look at the Gorn episode, that was pretty exciting. I don't know, they made him blink in the new one, like, whatever. But that was exciting because you didn't know, and they could hear each other too. Like, later on in this one, they can communicate, but in that one, the overseers were cooler too, because they were talking, and they can interact with even the crew of the Enterprise. The Enterprise could watch and react as well. So there's different facets to that, as opposed to just the two groups or whatever. And the Blake 7 one, it was I can't remember. I guess it was Travis and Blake, and then he had a mutoid or something with him or whatever. And then Jenna was with Blake. That was better as well, because they were setting traps and stuff. They would split up. So yeah, this was definitely the weakest of these kinds of stories that I've seen. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts on Space 1999. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the other content, and I appreciate it. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.